Welcome back, everyone. We're here with game 2 between Enigma and Asterion. Enigma this side being on the blue side and Asterion on the red side. We're here at the SugarLAN, the 10th anniversary here in Leuven. And we're here to bring you the Razer League of Legends tournament. My name is Faran Jeeves Matthijs and this is Gerard Kronos Knuwer. And we're here to bring you more, this time smooth, and we're here to bring you more League of Legends action.
Yeah, pretty similar bands so far. We see the Azir being taken away once again, so Ari Zach, I do believe those are quite similar as well.
Yeah, I think they're actually exactly the same.
Yeah, so they do feel like their ban phase is correct, so maybe Assyrian want to mix it up with their picks, and they do look to do so already. They pick up, yeah, they do actually lock in the Nautilus. Nautilus has been on the downward spiral, so to say, after that well, minor nerf, I would say. It was like a little tweak to his E, like 20 or 30 damage.
Yeah, just a bit, just a tad bit, but also with these counter picks being invented, like Trundle, of course, Echo still does really well into North 2. Top lane Fizz. Actually, I would have expected that people would have started to pick it up here at the LAN, but it's not coming quite through here yet. Well, not a lot of people actually know about it. Like, I've been theorizing a lot with some of the challenger players about the top lane Fizz that actually could be good, and it seems to have good success so far. But we just have to wait before it can actually enter the Rift. Which I noticed Graves just going for the CC with the blow up. Pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, like, I saw like a streamer who did like, he was pretty mad about the tanky meta, so he went and played like every single champion tanky. So he went like tanky Talon, and he was still blowing up 80 carries, which is kind of ridiculous. So that begs to wonder, like, is there a change needed for like the Sunfire Cape, Frozen Gauntlet maybe?
Like, oh, I would say it's too rewarding at the moment to go to Sunfire, Iceborne Gauntlet. Those are also the two cheapest, one of the two cheapest tanky items, and they give you damage for going tanky.
Yeah.
So, and also I think it was Valkyrin that did that video. I think you were talking about Valkyrin.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
The streaming for TSM, and it's like, well, you do gain a lot of damage by just going Sunfire, Iceborne, and why bother going full squishy if carries cannot kill you anyway, and you will still deal damage just with base damage of a champion. This is a trend that we see going on here. That's why Echo top lane is also doing so well.
Yeah.
Fizz tank top lane will also do very well. Just all these. Gragas might actually be a good flex now too, with this change. Anyway, back to the picks, and we do see Gragas and Severe being picked up.
I always sidetrack you, man, but you know.
No, but it's good. It's always really cool to talk about the new meta, and I'm actually really excited to see Mooman playing the Twitch this time.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that plays Twitch here in the Benelux scene. So I'm really excited.
He plays it pretty well as well. We saw him, I think, earlier this morning playing Twitch, going pretty insane. Well, I mean, his ability to position with that invis and make sure that he aligns his auto attacks to make sure that he hits like 2 or 3 people with his ulti is pretty amazing, and I really don't see anybody playing the champion at all or playing him that well. So there's once again Kindred coming in here.
TF would actually make a lot of sense here. It's just to get the side lane pressure for Twitch, and also being able to influence against the double TP composition that with the Lissandra and the Trundle, they might go for something else. I doubt there will be a P-Mel fight. I would actually really like this fight. You still get the wave clear, and you get actually a lot of side lane control. Also, we have like really good setup for Graves together with Twisted Fate. Yeah. So SKT pulling it off as well versus Spanu. Game 2 yesterday. Was already yesterday.
Pretty precise, but good memory. But it is going to be the Lulu instead, so no TF coming in this game.
Oh, I'm sad.
So it is a Lulu mid lane. I'm quite curious to see it being played here after the nerfs, because I haven't seen it in a solo lane after that.
Yeah, we've seen the nerfs, and because of that, and Karma getting the buffs too, we see Karma instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the nerfs were quite heavy. I think that the duration was reduced by a couple seconds, and the scaling of the speed up was cut in half, I believe. It's like...
Oh, just a couple percent. I think like about 2%, something like that. At least the AP scaling on the movement speed.
Right.
where Karma actually got buffed on
Yeah.
hers. So that's why we actually see the Karma a lot more. It can
Makes
bring the
sense.
same type of utility and damage, so it can kind of have like a mini severe ultimate as well, just with the AoE
Yeah.
shield. Pretty good pick. Pretty good pick right now. So let's take a look at like the overall composition. What are these two teams looking to do?
Yeah, so top lane is going to be, well, another tanky matchup, so won't be that exciting. And it's actually going to be the Trundle support, which I just noticed now, because I actually thought that was going to be top lane Trundle and jungle Gragas, but nevertheless, support Trundle is quite effective at what he does. So on the side of Enigma, they have a sort of engage and disengage combination. So they have the Gragas ulti, of course, to disengage. They can make picks with Lissandra and use Sivir as well to get in close if need be, or to get away. A good movability from them. And on the side of Asterion, it is more of a team fight comp-ish. They have a lot of crowd control in their comp with the Lulu, Whimsy. Well, of course, Nautilus is a CC chain itself, and they have the Braum in there as well. So if they manage to get a good engage, make sure that Twitch positions itself well, gets some nice auto attack with that ulti, they should do pretty well in the team fights. But we'll have to see them gets the upper hand here.
I can also imagine the flank potential from Enigma being really, really strong, where they can get on the back to blow up the Twitch. So let's see how both of the teams will control their team compositions. We will have to wait for a bit of the spectator delay. So we're going into a quick music break. Enjoy some tunes, get your quick snacks and drinks, or whatever you would like to do quickly. Maybe clean up your room, 2 minutes. I actually used to do that when the loading screens were a lot longer. For League, you could just like quickly tidy up your desk. Anyway, we'll be right back with Game 2 between Enigma and Asterion.
I just want you. I just want you. The words I never said, but wanted to. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Oh, but these thoughts won't let you go. They keep running back to you. Whoa.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the semi-final of the upper bracket between Asterion and Enigma. Enigma this time being on the blue side and Asterion on the red side. It's a 1-0 in favor of Enigma. So one more game and it will go straight to the upper bracket final. And of course, we see the nice program Lissandra skin just recently released. It looks amazing.
It looks pretty fancy. Makes me like, it looks like she has the transcode or whatever it is from Dragon Ball Z on her face or something. It's like a green light power level. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah.
I won't go too much into that before we get like those ridiculous puns again. But we are into the second game, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It is, of course, onto Asterion to take this one and make sure that they still have a fighting chance to get into the final, or into the semifinals for the upper brackets. So of course we're still going to have a loser brackets, and one of the teams might rise out of that in the end.
So surprising to see it is the Greg's top lane, which can actually, as mentioned in the champ select, can be flexed since he does have percentage HP, has a good base damage, can build
Yeah.
tanky as well. And I think Greg's was mostly like a takeaway where they can still run the Kindred. Just to deny that Greg is ultimate from the Kindred, I would suppose at least. But anyway, both junglers will be starting on this top side of the jungle. So maybe we see this 3v3 going in a bot lane again. And a bit of a pause. And I actually did want to say we're finally in game without any technical difficulties, but sadly, actually I have like a small problem. And it seems to be ping issues.
Alright, can happen. It is a LAN party, of course. It has been going pretty smooth so far. I mean, just today we're having small issues. We had some issues, you know, shit happens.
Yeah, but it's also with our, well, at least with our personal Wi-Fi, sometimes it fall off. Kind of, we have to improvise our own Wi-Fi, so it is not as stable as always. But nothing to complain for the rest. It's still pretty solid. Internet, I've not heard about internet issues here at the LAN, which is quite rare.
Yeah,
it is really rare.
I mean, well, to be honest, like I think like a year ago, every LAN had issues, and it seems like but there are better internet connections available now because you have fiber internet, which does provide more stability and a higher bandwidth. Though I think that solves a lot of the issues that have been lurking around, and of course, with every year these organizations get more experience. So I'm pretty impressed so far with like every LAN this year. I haven't been to Fragmentic though because I was sick, but you know.
Oh, you were ill, I remember now. Yeah, you actually came along with us, and then we were like just do casting everything.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
I was sitting at home. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lurk on Twitch because I I was so sad. I was like, already I had my backs packed, and then I got sick on Thursday morning, which was so unfortunate.
Huh? We spamming your leg. What the heck are you doing on League? Come on, you're supposed to be here. What you doing? What you doing?
I know. It was pretty sad. But at least that helps you guys out with any issues you guys had. I was listening in and like, okay, his mic is wrong and this is wrong. Fix that.
We had quite some iffy situations every now and then. Also a bit of drama, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, drama.
It's
kind
of
included.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it can be fun. Kind of included at times too. But we will actually resume this game between Enigma and Asterion. Again, it is a 1-2-0 in favor of Enigma. Just so one more game, and they can seal the deal and get into the upper bracket final. And of course, it's double elimination. So even if Enigma gets dropped out now, they just do get seeded into the lower bracket. So they can still have a chance to get into the final. So both these teams will still need to get a chance, even if they lose. But it's always nice to come in as a winner from the winner bracket, because then, of course, you get that one free win into your best of 5, which is really, really neat.
Will help out a lot for that Sunday morning. Although we have seen some upsets. Ooh, Moonman gets pillowed and takes a lot of damage there. Will get out safely for now, but has to pop that potion, so he will be at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Twitch not known as the best bottom laner, or at least when it comes to the laning phase. He does skill really, really hard though. His level 6 potential can still be pretty good. Would suppose against Severe as well, since Severe doesn't really gain any type of damage. She does gain a bit of DPS just because of the attack speed increase from her passive of her ultimate. That's about it. Meanwhile, we do see that Trunks is lurking in that mid lane. He wants to go in. Can he get the polymorph? Doesn't quite look like it. And I guess back to the jungle then. Off to the jungle we go. Continue the farm fest.
Yeah, nothing to do at mid lane. There is of course there is some CC on Lulu, but it is quite minor. And with Graves not bringing any himself, and the Sonder having a way to escape, it is quite difficult to land that gank there. Oh, plus Nico is in a bit of trouble now. Actually, getting almost rooted. No, he will not get rooted, but he will get finished off by Bruder here on that Kindred, and That's a bit worrisome. You don't really want to get that Kindred rolling this early.
Kindred also already got one of the stacks from the
Yeah.
Scuttle Crab, so she's already sitting on stacks if I'm not mistaken, or just one stack. It looks like one. Oh, she didn't have the Lulu targeted.
Nope.
So it's still just one stack, but first blood will help her a lot. Maybe early devour. Meanwhile, looking to get another gank down in the top lane. Can they block the hook? No, they cannot, but they do get a bit of damage down onto Eternal Galaxy. So at least a bit of pressure released from the top lane from Weepo. And I think Weepo kind of just wants to scale up in the top lane, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of does. He is putting quite some pressure down. I think they have been trading quite evenly so far. An evenly matched setup, and actually Galaxy has to use his teleport there to get back into the lane. Maybe he wants to go for something here, seeing as Beebo's out of mana.
Have to recall soon with that, and he's going to know. He will probably also use his teleport. Something that the Enigma has, of course, is they do have the double teleport when he goes sitting on cleanse. Kind of forced to go cleanse because of the Lizardo matchup. So we will definitely see a lot of TP flanks possible. Tiger's Head though in his bottom lane, dropping so low. Fortunate will get stunned. No, he actually won't get stunned up, but Exhaust being popped onto Movement if he drops really low from the turret. But it is at least a couple summoners being forced from his Enigma bot lane.
Trunks coming in there, trying to get the gang down. Was pretty close, but then again, Mooman almost get a hit up. I think there was one more turret shot remaining before he would have gotten killed there. So quite close for both sides here. And in the meantime, Bruder had picked up another stack there in the topside jungle and has taken away some of the camps here from Trunks. So it's punishing him for that failed gank here in the bot.
Yeah, he doesn't mind at all. He's like, yeah, just let's take all these camps away. Actually goes for a recurve bow already. It's quite an expensive buy, since recurve bow actually doesn't really give you that much beside the double dagger. So sometimes can even be a waste. Can I upgrade that already in the recurve bow? Where you could maybe already have your jungle upgrade item, but also got the boots on top of that. So a lot of attack speed, a lot of movement. Just looking to go all around on the map, probably to farm, however. So yeah.
Well, I mean, he's pretty close to that level 6. Once you can get that, you can do a bit more risky ganks. You can go for those turret dives and survive anyway with that ultimate. So might want to farm up for that. And he's going pretty aggressive here into the jungle of Trunks. Gonna leave him alone just yet. Maybe wants to set up for another gank onto Nico.
On the wolves, but he does spot out Bruder nonetheless, so they do have information that Bruder is lurking in their jungle. Nico just has to be a little bit careful. Does it get rooted up? Will the ult calm down? Yes, it will. No cleanse still. It's a 3v2 situation. Bruder takes the second kill of this game, so another great pickup for Bruder. He will probably have his devour at like 10 minutes in, maybe.
Oh man, that will be rather annoying for Asterion here. And look at, did you see that ult animation out of that new skin? That looked pretty fancy. You didn't notice animation? It from Lissandra, from the new skin.
Oh, you mean from the skin? Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looked pretty neat.
I really like the skin. I think Riot has done a really good job on the skin. Meanwhile, Tiger's getting pushed in, however, of course, was a solo for a bit with the roam from Fortunate. Again, we do have a little bit of the trolls going on here in this game from Enigma, because there are two Night Snipers on this game. Mid lane, of course, actually originally called a snipe, and Fortunate, the support, decided to go to ride the same train, also going for the Night Sniper name tag, but that should be fixed at the finals, if I'm not mistaken. It would be so convenient. We don't really want to mix up names, do we? Because the original Night Sniper is on EC Visualize, which we'll see in the finals actually, because they did win their match versus wait, who did they play again?
GSC. I don't really remember
GSC,
the full.
Yeah.
However,
French team.
yeah, but that was the quarterfinals. They still have to do a semi-final against most likely
Oh yeah,
Fenko
wait,
Gaming.
they were delayed, indeed.
Yeah,
they were delayed.
They're a bit behind, so we might actually catch up on them after we finish this best of 3. Well, I have to see, you know.
We'll have to see, indeed.
Get there.
No dragons or cells being contested as of now. I do want to say though, really nice vision from Enigma again. A lot of vision on this bottom side, so I do expect Bruder wanting to get a lot of pressure down in this bottom side of the map. And I think with such a late game composition on both sides of the enemy, I guess the dragon would be the way to.
It could be, and they are looking to go quite aggressive. As you see already, rotations are happening. A pink ward has been dropped, and they might actually go for Moonman here. Gets knocked off by the pillar.
Yeah, dropping really low already. There's the shield. Kind of whiffed it though. Exhaust comes down, heal. But will it be enough? Thunder ult did come down, but it will not be enough damage. Forsaken dropping lower now. Just get a quick relic stack in order to get the heal. Tiger's head though. So low. Trunks trying to catch up. A great pillar, unfortunate, just to block him out of that fight. Collateral damage is available. He might just go for a cheeky flash end of the line and collateral damage. Oh, teleport comes out from Knight. Let's see if he can get the flank down. There is the side. Great pink ward. This is why you buy pink wards against those champions, just to get that kill down. That's one.
Trunks.
But Trunks though completely blows up Bruder. Bruder did not even ult there in that situation, so he just gives a free kill away. So a 1-for-1 trade.
And teleport has been used out of Knight here. Top lane is, well, Galaxy tried to respond, but was denied from his teleport, I do believe. So for now, Beepo will have the TP advantage. Actually, Knight is gonna go pretty heavy onto Nico. He still has his ultimate available, so he won't get bursted down that quickly. And of course, Knight had to use his to kill Twitch there early in that fight. Well, a favorable trade once again from Enigma, and oh, Galaxy is going to try to get a gank onto Bwipo. Nice sidestep there from the anchor toss.
Just taking it calm again. Like I always do like when people just take the situation really calmly. Just like, okay, just let me slowly walk to the side, and yeah, okay, I'm fine. You know, completely cool, completely cool.
Had to use his flash though to get a bit out of range from the depth charge, but nevertheless. Good way to escape from that gank. And oh, actually Bruder going pretty far into the jungle, has some support from his buddy Fortunate.
Though he's not ahead in CS, which is surprising for Kindred. Of course, Graves is a bit quicker in the early game at least when it comes to the clearing, because everything you do is AoE. So and has a lot of physical damage too. So in that sense, Trunks does have a lead, but Bruder's invading a lot, but he's not really finding that much CS for himself. So
yeah,
it might be a bit worrying, but still that 10-minute Diamond Devourer coming in, already 7 stacks on it. So at least he's starting to stack that Devourer up.
Yeah, that's gonna help him out later on when he gets a full transformation of that. And of course, he has his own stacks as well, which he needs to start trying to stack up some. Well, I mean, we saw him do a couple successful invades, like when we saw Trunks do the fail gank on bottom. Oh, Moonman may be in a bad position, but he has support.
Yeah, the pillar comes down, so the slows will be really strong in this one. However, Fortunate close to a wall. They do decide to go for Tiger's Head. Great spell shoot on the collateral damage. Meanwhile, there is a kill pickup in the top lane, and the teleport comes down from Bwipo, trying to get the pick off. He doesn't have explosive cask available. Use it in that top lane, so they can only go for the damage. Forsaken pops his shield.
Coming in. And
indeed, Knight going for that flank, and Moonman TV, where will he be? Well, just right in front of your nose. He was right in front of your nose all the time, and now just like the overkill ult. Just why not? Oh, nice snipe, but does it go down from the red buff actually? Was a bit too confident just by walking there. But nonetheless, they do get a 2-for-1 in total, and also probably this top and bottom turret.
Yeah, definitely worth sacrificing your life there, Fortunate. Doing a good job of keeping Trunks distracted and trying to tank up the turret a bit for his team. But it does get net him 2 extra turrets here. Nico trying to react to that trade, but yeah, there's not much he can do. Knight is already back into the lane, gonna push him off. That gives them about a 5,000 gold lead here already at the 30-minute mark. So that's pretty hefty so early into this game.
This a really big lead already. Dragon's not being taken yet, Rift Herald not being taken yet either, so we still have to see when those will be coming in. We do tend to see like a bit more later dragons, of course, like I said in the previous game too. It's like, or was it this game already? Sometimes my short-term memory does just leave
Well,
me behind. Might have
was-
been this game, but I'm just gonna say it was last game. So where indeed the dragons come out in a bit later, turrets being taken as quite of a high priority. Strongest finds himself that ward, and again Enigma coming in with the pressure. So many wards on the map.
Yeah, I want to help you out there. I mean, last game it was like Asterion took the first one, and Enigma went for turrets more, and then later on they got turret control and vision control, and then they took all the dragons. So it was last game. So,
Okay.
but it was his best of 3. So
Hell being started by Enigma. They just take that one easily away. A bit of extra magic on hit damage from the Devour will help Brooder in order to stack up on that 10% increased damage. So let's see what lane he actually does or want to get it. Of course, Jugglers most of the time do get that Rift Tower buff, so they can decide if the push. Looking for more farm, and now also looking to farm Nico. Does get a bit of damage down, but it's just for the pressure. Just a zoning mounting dread, just to have him away there.
top lane, yeah, they're having a bit of fun, but right now Bibo is having the best of the trade. Oh, actually goes for the cast there onto Galaxy. Might get the kill here.
Is body blocking him from the hook. Will it be enough? He does pop the shield. Grasp of Undying is offered a bit of the healing. Repo though, he does get the kill in the end. Flashes away to get the kill. Me on the mid lane. She trunks blowing Brooder up. Lem's Sprite did come down. It was not enough. There is a flank though from Knight. Does get a lot of damage onto Nico. Will not be enough. Shield will save him. And Trunks is right behind Knight. And Moonman TV will get his first kill. This will be really, really big for Asterion.
Yeah, good trade there from Asterion. I mean, they lose Galaxy, but they get 2 kills in return in this mid lane. However, are they going to get an objective out of it? Because right now, it seems like they're going to head off back to base. Moonman is actually going to go to the bot lane, picking up that farm. And I don't think that Nico has enough damage to get a turret. So they do win the fight, but they don't get an objective. And that's like a bit similar to the last game as well, where they win some fights, but they can't commit to anything else afterwards.
Now Dragon might be up for take soon. Asterion indeed not really managing to get any type of vision down either. So it will still be Enigma having the upper side when it comes to that vision. They will know what Asterion is up to, where they will be walking to. The turret being pinged at the moment. Tigers is pushing that one out. They might have enough damage to get that. One of Asterion was there in time, but they do manage to defend it just in time. Or maybe they could have actually gone for it, since the teleport of Brico is available, just to see if they can get that flank down. Enough wards in the enemy jungle too. So could maybe be worth the risk, but instead they do take it safe. Just go for bit by bit. Just have the solo laners in the side lanes, just farming up, split pushing, and now Dragon is being initiated.
Gonna take this on his own. He is being spotted though, so maybe Asterion want to look for the fight here. Yeah, from Forsaken, but no commitment whatsoever. So they are gonna rotate back to this mid lane. Only a couple hits left on that turret. They try to zone out Nico, but you can safely get away in time there.
And stealthing up, does get the shield, does not get a speed up though, but the stealth is not quite long enough. Only 2 ranks in that sneak spell, which is called the ambush. So they cannot really go for any type of deep engages where a Moonman can flank himself. Of course, Lulu will be pretty good with that too, since can make a target tanky. And also you do have like the instant lockdown. Moonman going in again, does get the damage down. Ultimate does get popped, the rat-tat-tat-tat hammering away, but at least it will be a civil being blown too. Not quite sure if they can get this turret, since there's quite some wave clear possibility with the severe.
Actually, Lulu getting zoned off has to go off to the side. I was gonna say, I mean, if they had like the Shen top lane, we would have the old school submarine Twitch, where you get like, you speed him up with Lulu and get the Shen ulti on top of him. So surprise, surprise, 2 players coming right on top of you.
Nut does get stunned up. He's getting a lot of damage. Exhaust does come down. Also, is healing on Lam's respite, sorry, also being popped there. So another ultimate out of Enigma.
Yeah, so Moonman once again doing a good job on that Twitch, getting at least a trade. They're not getting exactly a pick, because he just does not have the damage to finish him off, but nevertheless gives some more pressure back to Asterion, maybe forces Enigma on the back foot, but no turret has been taken just yet, and it is still a 4,000 gold lead here for Enigma. They're doing pretty well, and that Target's has finished his Essence Reaver, while Moonman went for that Ghost Blade, which is quite expectable. I mean, you want the extra movement speed and the extra attack speed with that ulti. Gonna go for the Hurricane after, I suspect, with that recurve bow.
Works on Twitch's ultimate right at his head, so it can spread the ultimate damage.
Yeah.
Will be quite nice. Will be quite nice indeed, or at least kind of spread the range. You don't really spread the damage since the bolters have like a scaling of their own when it comes to attack damage. But another Yom was being picked up for Trunks too. So what can Asterion actually do in order to hold off Enigma? Like, what do they need to do?
Maybe they can actually go for a fight here. They have Galaxy going in there onto Knights now. Unfortunate, actually.
Unfortunate. Oh, teleport comes down to from Knight. Can they get the flank down? There is the Glacial Path. Can they get the ult? Yes, they do. It is on Nautilus, however. Not really a target you do want to go for. He's dropping low. The hook does not land onto the terrain. And
so
they do have enough damage in order to take the big Subnautica down. So now Repo finding himself in this flank position. Will they go for the follow-up? Yes,
Nico.
they will. So much damage onto Nico. Does shoot away. Exhaust comes out just in the right time. Zonya is being popped to legendary Trunks. This get rooted up. Great flash from Night Sniper in order to dash away or flash away from the damage down movement TV. Just right in front of the Gragas. Not quite where you want to be, but good flash in order to dodge away from that body slam. So that is a 1 for 2 pickup. Almost got 1 for 3 pickup there, and also a turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, Bruder didn't have his ultimate back after that little skirmish they had with the Trundle going pretty low, so he could not save himself just in time there. And still good TP there from Knights, and just having massive damage already. He has his Rod of Ages completed, is still stacking up, is at 9 stacks already, so quite close to have that fully stacked. And of course the Zonya is coming in as well, so he can mix it up a bit. He can use his ulti either on the enemy team or on himself and staying vulnerable even longer with the Zonyas. So can really be a nuisance. So that was just where we saw how Enigma wants to play this team comp. They want to get the flank down, pick somebody off. It was the tankiest champion with the little ultimate on him as well, so it was kind of close. Like, okay, they really want to do this onto Galaxy there, but they got the kill either way, so...
They could have potentially indeed had a different target. Would have to rewatch that in order to know if he would be in reach.
Yeah, Lulu was pretty close. But I think that they got the W down onto Galaxy. Ooh, flash there out of Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken does also find himself a pillar, is able to jump away to Trunks, and Fortunate now caught in between a rock and a hard place. Does go down from the great level damage. There's so much damage from Repo coming down. There's the hook onto Repo. They do get the stun, the knock up. Can they get him down? All the Twitch stacks coming up too. Forsaken does drop. That's one. There's a flank from Knight. Gets a great Lisanne ultimate onto himself, completely zoning out everyone of Asterion. So that's a double kill for Bruder. Can they get the last kill here? That's one. Can they get the last? Yes, it is going to be a full ace from Asterion. I mean for Enigma.
Yeah,
the ace on Asterion.
Yeah, and now they are going to go for this Baron because Bipo TP'd back from his base, so he is able to tank it up. And it was pretty close, but it was the ultimate out of Bruder saving them from Galaxy, because Galaxy could have potentially killed 3 of them right there, but no can do with that denial from Bruder. And they pick up their Baron, so that's a complete ace. Nobody going down for them, and this puts them in a hefty lead, and it's going to be down to if they can defend their turrets now.
Kindred being 6-1 and 4, 3 core items being finished. It looks like a really, really scary Kindred.
Yeah, still going for that Sterix Gaze, because we did see people moving away from it after the nerfs, being a tanky-ish item. Some damage was removed, I think.
Oh, it was just like a bit of that flat health, if I'm not mistaken. Also the price, it's just a slight price increase. Not too much though. Still kind of the same state. It's really good against mixed damage overall, and I think it's kind of what you want. It could have also upped it into a rapid fire cannon, but he is already sitting on a Phantom Dancer, so he's just looking to target the main carry just to get that that damage decrease down.
reduction.
Yeah. And still have that. Oh, Movement TV
Oh,
finds himself
Moonman.
Bruto. Can he get this pickup? He almost gets popped. Also, Ratatatat shooting away. Stun does not quite land. And great Trundle Pillar in order to block off both Moonman TV and Forsaken. They do both drop another pillar right in front of Nico. It is Fortune saying, come back here. Nice sniper, great something else on that depth charge. Will they get Galaxy? I think they will. The teleport is right on the ward. And they have Baron buff, so they will be easily able to push 2 lanes at the same time. So in the dirt, in the bottom lane, they will also go for the one in the mid lane. Still long death timers. Forsaken will be respawning in 6 lane. What can he do against such hard pushes of the team of Enigma?
Yeah, I don't want to be too preemptive, but it does seem like that team fight just sealed the deal. Another ace here coming out for Team Enigma, and they're going to pick up at least 2 inhibitors right here at the same time. So it'd have to be very though, because Moonman is right there with his ultimate.
Oh, Glacial Fisher does drop great Lamb's Respite in order to save everyone from the end of the line, but Legendary Trunks, he still wants to go in. Does not find a target though. That Phantom Dancer paying off the bills for Bruder being able to survive and decrease that damage, and instead it is Enigma getting another kill out of this.
Yeah, and the pillar from Fortunate blocking off everybody. Yeah, you heard me stutter. I almost said Night Sniper once again, but you know, it happens. But he was just blocking off any response to help out Trunks. So another kill. It was pretty close though. I mean, third ultimate once again coming in, the Lamps right there. And now all they have to do is play it really stable and safe and go to the top lane, wait for the super minions to push in, get another turret, get another inhibitor if possible, and then finish up this game. But Moonman,
oh, can he
right
get that
top
pick
of
up?
Tigers.
Oh, there is the Drunken
man.
Rage just right on top of his face. Drunken Rage actually does a lot of damage, a lot of burst damage, and Tiger's Head being able to survive. Did not have his heal up, but just like took it calm. Still people are there. Nico though, he does want to go for that kill. He at least wants that one kill this game, but he will pay with his life. Repo tanking the turret for days, gets so many shields from the locket and also from the face of the mountain. And this is just a complete train wreck from Enigma. Gets another turret, takes 4 kills. Trunks barely able to escape. There is he teleported in order to cut him off, and Trunks, yeah, where will you be going?
It doesn't really matter because Knights and Bippo are going to go to this mid lane. They want to finish the game. Moonman is back though.
Oh, can he get the execute? No, he does get Chain CC'd and so much blow up damage. And meanwhile, Brutus does pick up Trunks. 2 Nexus turret being down. Nexus turret going down too now. And this will be Enigma going to the upper bracket finals.
Perfect game right here, I do believe. I mean, there were small, like, minor missteps, but overall they played their composition so well. Just using the flanks with the Lissandra. TP plays all over the map, and just a solid performance. A lot stronger than the last game. I mean, last game was a bit iffy at the start, but just consistent on the objective. So pretty well done by them, and we're gonna see who they're gonna face in that final.
What would you expect? Who would you expect to meet them in the finals?
Come on, you know I'm gonna say ECV because like it's only been 2 weeks after the party and they were pretty confident both in their winnings. ECV was undefeated there, not dropping a single game. So I'm kind of expecting them to take this final once again, but they are still gonna play against Venko. I think we're gonna see if we can find the game they are playing.
Otherwise, we can indeed like just run that in the background just to have that there. But yeah, let's round this game off. Because we will be going into a bit of a break. We are also both hungry, so I would say it's a perfect time. It's dinner time to just get yourself some dinner, get yourself prepared for the upper bracket final, which will most likely be Enigma versus Easy Visualizer. But who knows? Venko might make that upset and see them in the final. So we'll be right back with the final of the upper bracket at the SugarLAN 10th anniversary Razor tournament. Of course, thank you Razor for being able to host this tournament, and also a quick shout out to Azo for bringing us the monitor that we can cast from, and also of course Speed Seats giving us the comfort we need, and also providing the chairs here at the LAN. We will see you soon.